You tell me if this is. I'm gonna play 2 clips. Listen to this chat. By the way, salute to Joe, man. Yo, I think that nigga wanted to fight Joe because Joe like is cool with me. Nigga, if me and Joe link up, that's millions, nigga. You think Joe care about you that much, you dumbass nigga? Look how he talk to you. Joe about the bag. Let me tell y'all that, nigga. What you think Joe might be like, yo, fuck Akademiks? No, I don't say nothing about Joe. Bruh, this is the bag, nigga. Are you stupid or are you dumb? That nigga replaced you and like, yo, them niggas was like, yo, I can't believe you replaced us. Are you fucking stupid? Hold on, but let me get to my first point. I said they were workers. In case you didn't believe me, they're workers. Let me play 2 clips, okay? Let me play 2 clips. First of all, look at Jay-Z's pre-cum sitting right there. This nigga, he's the biggest just trash on this fucking show. No fucking talent. Nigga think he's the coolest. Never done anything. Never worked for anything. Listen to this nigga right here, right? So let's evaluate why these bum-ass niggas, quote-unquote, left the show, right? Listen to this shit.
How you feeling?
Listen to this.
You're cool. I feel cool, man.
It's nice to see you guys again. It's nice to have you back.
Yeah, I wish I had this whole fucking salacious story of we're back and this is what happened and this is what was said and I was fucking some friends working through some shit. Some lines were blurred between friendship, respect, business.
Hold up, let me stop this.
Podcast.
Yo, I hate when this bum ass nigga says that, man. And let me clarify. Nigga, y'all were confused about your business. That's the fuck that was going on. Y'all were confused about it. And truth be told, if y'all didn't somehow figure it out, you'd have probably sued Joe. Let's keep it 100, bro. Listen, Joe never respected these niggas from day one. Let me tell you, like, in case y'all don't realize how the Joe Budden podcast works, okay? Let's be clear. Niggas tune in to hear Joe. While Joe is giving his opinions, he needs people, Stooge 1 and Stooge 2, to bounce off, ad-lib, let him do his thing, set him up, ask him enough questions. But that's about it. Also, it's about kind of joking on each other. That's the thing that brought an audience. These niggas claim they left their job because they got in their feelings. Y'all there to bust each other's balls. The thing with Joe is, Joe, like, as soon as this shit is over, like, he don't even care. Like, yeah, he's kind of like a sociopath with that, but like, or psychopath, whatever you want to call it. He don't care. But that's the job you signed up for. He's going to joke on you. You're going to joke on him. Whatever. And at the end, y'all just move on. This fucking albino dweeb start looking like a school shooter, just looking like he about to pick up an AR-15. Yes, you're going to get sent home. Also, I could imagine the conflict when Joe is talking about everything going on in his life, not because your ass getting roasted by me and you pussy too pussy to respond, and your chick beat your ass, and your side chick spilling the beans. Whatever the case is, you gotta understand that's the show. He gonna joke on you. That's how it goes. It was working. So he gets in his feelings, and basically that's where they're at. Like, they're in their feelings. They want to work. And also, what happened is, this is truthfully, bro. Actually, no, let me not say truthfully, because this is really just my assessment of it. Bro, you could tell. And I told y'all from the Spotify thing. Did I tell y'all? Tell me, everybody spam in the chat if I told y'all. These niggas had zero idea what was going on business-wise. And that's why I was saying, how could these niggas not be workers? Let me tell you this right now. And by the way, Joe's going to bring up Spotify. Joe will attest to this. The biggest thing that that Complex ever did wrong is make information available to people who are just workers. This is how the game is played in corporate America. I hire you for $10, but I make 1,000 off you. Now, if you find out I make 1,000 off you, to people who are just workers. This is how the game is played in corporate America. I hire you for $10, but I make 1,000 off of you. Now, if you find out I make 1,000 off you, first of all, maybe you never had $10 like a day or whatever the case is. That's great. Till the day you find out I make 1,000 off you. If every rapper found out what a record label truly made off of them, every rapper would be upset. Remember that. The game of corporate is that you never let the worker know how much you're making from them. I could tell you Complex. Nigga, the day Joe Budden found out how much Spotify paid Complex, the show was over. I kid you not. Facts. It was never the same. Joe was kicking down doors going like, yo, hey, I'm not doing this shit. If we're getting this, y'all get, no way. Fuck no. Nope. Hey, contract, nope. Hey, nope. But that's every business. That's every business. So, I know what the workers should know and what, when you're really a partner, you should know. For my last, after Joe left, and we worked on a contract for about a year, 3 months before he left it, till about like 8 months till after he left, we worked on a contract, me and Complex. That's why I stayed. I was finally privy to enough information with Everyday Struggle that I could see transparent numbers. But even then, I wasn't privy to company numbers in what the show was doing for the company. Let me say that again. I'm going to tell you why. Because when I'm saying this thing about workers and shit like that, y'all listen to bum-ass niggas like that. Like, this thing is dumb as rocks. I'm telling y'all this. I'm telling you business. So I knew how much Everyday Struggle made, right? So every quarter they would send me a thing. Hey, we paid this for production, paid this for this, paid this for this, paid this for this, paid this. These are our salaries, and this is what we got in ads, blah, blah, blah. They do a balance sheet. Hey, this is a profit or if it's a loss, whatever, right? And I was entitled to a percentage. Because I told him I would only stay, and I knew, like, by the way, I had a lot of leverage. Thanks to Joe with that, because Joe left. If I left, it'd be a wrap. They caved a little bit to me, right? So I was a partner in the show, but I'm not a partner in the company. They're not going to tell me how much Complex is pulling. They'll tell me how much Everyday Struggle is pulling. Now, I'm only telling you that because this is why I call them a worker. I knew when Spotify was talking to the Joe Budden podcast, any decisions to be made was not to be made by Rory and Mal. Actually, they had no idea unless Joe told them. So it was ironic, the same dudes who used to question my business acumen were up on a podcast sitting there looking clueless and talking about equity. They had no idea. They were blindly riding cock. So I put it out there. I said, hey, these niggas is workers. Bothered this bum ass nigga a lot. His emotions really drove him to here. And by the way, I don't want to take credit for none of what has happened, but him being emotional led to problems at home, led to problems in the workplace, and eventually led to him going on strike. Let me give you the proof that these niggas are actually workers, even after they went on a 6-week strike and came back. Remember, I say, I just saying a bunch of shit. Here's the proof. Let's listen.
Casting, and we had to work through it and get an understanding of where we was at to make everyone feel comfortable and moving forward. And that comes first before we start looking at fucking, contracts and business shit. We got to understand how we're all viewed here, as a pod.
Sure.
So, yeah. I hope that wasn't too political. I don't have a headline for anyone. I'm sorry. It wasn't headline material. I can make something up.
Yo, I say, I just saying a bunch of shit. Here's the proof. Let's listen.
Casting, and we had to work through it and get an understanding of where we was at to make everyone feel comfortable and moving forward. And that comes first before we start looking at fucking, contracts and business shit. We got to understand how we're all viewed here, as a pod.
Sure.
So, yeah. I hope that wasn't too political. I don't have a headline for anyone. I'm sorry. It wasn't headline material. I can make something up.
Yo, classic. I don't know what this nigga is, but yo, you can tell he's trying not to say nothing. The thing is, Mal, he's dumb as, that nigga is dumb as 2 dice. Like, dumb as shit. So he gives it up. This nigga is like, oh, he's saying a bunch of nothing. Like, he's trained in that. That's all he does on the show. He translates what Joe says in college terms, so he says nothing. So he just explained what the fuck happened, but like you're like, wait, what? Wait. Y'all just trying to get understanding what's going on. Yeah, it was what? Huh? This bum ass nigga, hear me more right now.
If you want.
Or did I pass it? Did I pass it? No, maybe I did pass it.
How you feeling?
You cool? I feel cool, man.
It's nice to see you guys again. It's nice to have you back.
Yeah.
Have history and you've been through things with, and you've seen that character.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because now in days, there's so much fake shit going on. Like when you got real niggas in your corner and real niggas in your life, you gotta, bro, keep them, man. Because these niggas out here, it's a lot of fake shit going on. True. And that's why, for me, that's why I said it was never about,
here it is.
the business, whatever. Like, we could work that out or we can't. You know?
Listen to the words. It was never about the business. Hear this.
You know what I'm saying? But respect.
Niggas sound like fucking Aretha Franklin. Jesus Christ.
As long as respect is still in order and respect is still there, you can get through anything.
All right. You see, let's skip past the lies. This is when he finally gives it up. Here we go, Chad. Here we go.
Do an okay job. You can't get mad at that, right?
I wasn't mad.
Oh, perfect. Actually, here we go. Which Joe pretty much told him, like, yo, listen, y'all can't get mad that I brought in some niggas who actually fans like too, and y'all realized y'all were replaceable. Now y'all over here running back talking about why I didn't try to fix it.
You can't.
Here we go. Let me get through this ad.
Me? You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that.
This entrepreneur.
The only thing I'm gonna follow Joe for, Joe, you gotta tell these niggas is the Joe Budden podcast. Like, literally. Like, you have to tell them that. Like, they're under some type of false assumptions, which it should be clear. You make decisions without them. You make decisions because you want to, yet they think they're making the decisions. Just tell them, it's my shit. I pay y'all, do y'all job. Y'all clearly do a serviceable job enough, and then leave. That's it. But these niggas think you need to consult them. I don't know how Joe was actually here and stood these niggas telling him, like, yo, you got to run decisions by us. I'm like, huh? But listen to this.
I said that to you. But if I say that to you and then you leave and then don't show up for the next however many weeks and then somebody else sit down and do an okay job, you can't get mad at that, right?
I wasn't mad. That's not what I'm mad at.
Or you can't.
That's not what I'm mad at.
You can't have no smoke for the people that come sit in.
I don't have smoke for nobody. If I had smoke for niggas know.
Yo, look at this bum ass nigga in the middle. He looked like two parents arguing over him. Look at him. He just looking down at the controller like, when I'm gonna get to play. Look at this bum ass nigga right here.
No, you had smoke for niggas on. I'm saying you tweeted. You had a few moments.
Who?
On Twitter where you had to, you know what I mean? It don't matter.
I didn't have smoke for nobody. I don't have smoke for nobody, bro. Now, people may have said things and I may have just like laughed, but that ain't smoke for nobody.
Are you guys, come on, let me get to the tough questions, man. Are you guys unhappy, overworked?
Here we go.
Underpaid?
Here we go.
Do y'all hate me? Like this
No.
stories? Come on, get to it.
None of that.
You gotta get to it.
You know the answers to the questions.
Yeah,
We spoke.
like we spoke, but if we want to,
We asked him for them.
if we want to
It ain't
answer
about
it
me.
here, if we want to answer it here, my issue was simply respect and transparency when it came to business. That was it. That's all.
If that don't tell you enough, let me run it back one more time. Just spam Acu right. This bum nigga, Jay-Z's pre-cum, who's right there, has been on the show for like 6 years. And in year 6, he's saying he walked off the job because he didn't get respect and there's no transparency. How the fuck is there no transparency when allegedly all three of y'all decided to walk away from a 8-figure deal from Spotify? It clearly means you niggas never even knew about that shit. They're asking Joe for They have no idea. That's worker shit. What I tell y'all about with Complex? By the way, me and Joe, we were workers at Complex. We weren't bosses. We're workers. By the way, there's nothing wrong with being workers, but you got to understand what you are. I was a worker at Complex. I'm a boss with my shit. Joe is a worker with Complex. He's a boss with his shit. I told you, the problem, the one thing Complex did that was fucked up, the moment you let the niggas you employed get the knowledge of how much you are taking them for, it's over. This nigga is literally admitting to us that he has no fucking clue what's been going on. Listen to this shit.
None of that.
You got to get to it.
You know the answers to the questions.
Yeah,
we spoke.
like we spoke, but if we want to,
We asked them for them.
if we want to
It ain't
answer
about
it
me.
here, if we want to answer it here, my issue was simply respect and transparency when it came to business.
You're asking, this nigga is 40. He's asking Joe like, yo, we just want to check. Nigga, you're not one of the bosses, nigga. The only transparency you need to see is your paycheck. Which, truth be told, you don't even deserve one. That shit should be transparent. Should be see-through. Should be nothing. But just listen to these niggas who claim they were bosses have to sit up on a podcast and literally admit, we just want transparency. Like, what's going on? Like, yo, what's going on? These niggas were finding out about the great shit Joe is doing behind the scene, and believe me, some good shit. They're finding out the day they show up to the podcast. They're not making no. That's why I'm saying they're workers. Look,
That was it. That's all. I didn't have an issue with nothing else.
look, hear this.
Nothing else.
Listen.
My issues are very short. Respect and transparency. What's going on with the business? Why have we never seen this? Why have we never seen that? Why we don't?
Wait, did this nigga say, why haven't we seen this? Why haven't... Wait, no way. These niggas said they were bosses like me. No way. No. Hey, this is why I'm having my moment of joy. Rory and Mal, y'all sat there and y'all berated me for why I didn't go to Revolt with Joe Budden. You know why I didn't go? Because, nigga, how could I go there blindly behind a man's word when I didn't speak to the company, then expect transparency? If a company didn't come to me, I'm basically going through a third party to go somewhere. That's what y'all did. Now y'all talking in your 6th year. You're figuring out what I realized 3 years ago. Except I didn't get up and bitch about it. I made my own move and dipped. I said, all right, you know, with all due respect, I'm staying at Complex School. Now y'all on a podcast, you grown as fuck. Jay-Z's pre-cum is sitting there just like, we just want to know what's going on with the business. How could you be a boss if you... Chat, just tell me if I'm wrong. So you see when I'm saying I'm having a victory lap, I knew they were going to go back to work. It's the only show in town for them. I'm pretty sure they thought we should do our own podcast. Because they know Joe will never look at them as 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Never. It'll always be 95-5. But it's the only show in town for them niggas. They'll never have this much reach. They'll never have this much impact. And they're too scared and untalented to even try something else. And it's fine. You can't, I'll knock C&D mics who know their place. But I'm only showing it to the people who sat here, and I took criticism for years. Yeah, Act don't know what he doing. Act this, act that. These two bozos were the two niggas driving the narrative. Remember, he feels the same. He just knows. You see, this nigga's sensitive. And he's a little smart. So he's sensitive. So he's watching what the internet's saying. He's not going to say publicly. Mal is Jay-Z pre-cum. He might have half a brain. That nigga's stupid as fuck. He's just saying everything. He's exposing himself without even knowing. We don't know what's going on with the business. We don't know. We went on strike because we're tired of it. Tell us. Involve us in conversations, please. And by the way, I'm going to show y'all what Joe's response is. Listen again.
Laughed, but that ain't smoke for nobody.
Are you guys? Come on, let me get to the tough questions, man. Are you guys unhappy overworked,
One more time.
underpaid.
For the people in the
you
back.
hate me. Like,
No,
this
no.
stories. Come on, get to
None
it.
of that.
You got to get to it.
like you know the
we
answers to the questions, 'cause
Yeah,
we spoke.
like we spoke. But if we want to,
We asked them for them.
if we want to
It ain't
answer
about
it
me.
here, if we want to answer it here, my issue was.
Let me cut this out one more time. There's mad things that Joe does business-wise I don't agree with. Do you know why I don't hop up on here and be like, yo, oh, Joe did this. Yo, Joe turned this down. Yo, why would Joe walk away from this? I realized this, especially even after the complex situation. The complex situation put me on a mainstream level that I wanted to be on, and that's why I could never really have smoke for complex. I got what I wanted out of it. It wasn't money. It was to be seen in a certain light. When Joe walked away from it, I was a little confused at first. But seeing and watching what happened afterwards, that's when I realized. It's a little bit like Dave Chappelle and other people. There's certain motherfuckers who could bet on their talent. There's certain people who, business-wise, they could just blow it up and they'll go somewhere else and they'll create fire again. There's some people who only create fire once. Joe Budden has created fire at least 8-9 times. That's why when these two bums thought they were more important than they were and they dipped, nigga, Joe walked away from Everyday Struggle. They were comparing Everyday Struggle with the Breakfast fucking Club. Are you kidding me? If he walked away from that, confident that he was going to be good, you think these little two dweebs dipping was going to be like, oh my God, they finally got Joe? No. Joe, that's why even with the Spotify, I think Joe's going to be fine. That nigga bets on his talent. But listen again.
Simply respect and transparency when it came to business. That was it. That's all. I didn't have an issue with nothing else. Nothing else. My issues are very short. Respect and transparency. What's going on with the business? Why have we never seen this? Why have we never seen that? Why we don't know what's going on with this? Why we don't know what's going on with that? That was it. It was that simple for me. It wasn't nothing deep. It wasn't nothing like that couldn't be resolved, spoken about. Nothing. Like I said, for me, shit went left when you said what you said. That's when my energy changed. And it was like, oh, okay.
So again, and I want to make sure y'all hear it. We wanted to know what was going on with this, what was going on with that. That's an admission that they did not know. Which, for everything I've said about them being workers, Joe being the boss, them talking about Spotify, them not being in a position to even make that decision, them talking about me and decisions I should have made, when truth be told, they have no idea about what their own dealings are. If that doesn't highlight my point, I don't know. This is why I'm thinking this is a real victory lap for me. But I'm going to play you Joe's response. Joe did have a response to these niggas. Joe had a response. Holy. You want to hear Joe's response? Listen to this.
Like,
Yeah.
it was.
Listen, remember these niggas are saying, yo, we just want to know what's going on with the business, the friendship. Yo, we need respect. Like, yo, just let us know something, dog. Like, what's up? Like, yo, help us. You know what Joe said to these bum ass niggas? Listen to this.
It's completely different. Jay didn't owe you nothing. Us, the three of us, all owe each other something because we're friends.
What do you think I owe y'all?
As friends, I think back to the respect thing and the understanding.
This nigga, he gonna get redder by the second. Look at this fool. He don't know what. He never thought that question would have came out of Joe's mouth. What the fuck you think I owe you? Look at this.
Thing and
in the entitlement thing. What do you think I owe you, Rory?
That nigga is talking to, this nigga Joe talking to this chick like a 21-year-old chick from Dykeman, okay? The fuck you think I owe you? You got some good pussy and what? What the fuck you think I owe you? What the fuck? Joe's talking to these niggas like they wanted his hoes. My nigga Joe, man. Just salute to Joe. Y'all gotta stop slandering my nigga, man. He talking to these bum ass niggas. Look, these niggas sound like they're on a casting couch. Listen.
the understanding thing and
in the entitlement thing.
Entitlement. Or, yo, listen, I'm telling you, this is a conversation you have with your chick. A chick let you fuck one time or a couple times, she feel like she entitled to like you doing this for her, being here. No, we just fuck. Like, what you talking about? Look how Joe's dealing with these niggas.
What do you think I owe you, Rory?
Oh, just as I'm not talking anything outside of friendship. And
yo, you know when you ain't read the night before and the teacher call on you and be like, yo, what does Shakespeare say on page 55? You're like, what the fuck? Yo, look, this nigga is struggling for the answer. Joe is asking him straight up, what do you think I owe? Now, here's the thing. If he had any legit case like, yo, you owe me this, you owe me nothing. This is how you know Joe is doing these bum ass things a favor. They're trying to use this thing that, yo, we're friends with Joe, so Joe should treat us equally in business. Newsflash to both you bozos. Mealy Mo, you got 25% of a brain, so you might not get it. But you, nigga, you supposed to be the college interpreter for Joe. Just because he's friends with you, don't mean he owes you anything in business. That is Joe's business. Listen to this fool.
the understanding thing and
in the entitlement thing. What
Entitled
do you think
motherfucker.
I owe you, Rory?
oh, just as I'm not talking anything outside of friendship,
Wait, what?
and that comes down to
What do you think I owe you, nigga? I ain't say you owe me nothing outside of friendship. Friendship and business don't mix. Business is business. I'm telling y'all give Joe too much flack. I'm gonna tell you why. Yo, these bums went on strike for 6 weeks. And because it's the first of the month, it's coming up 2 days. They ran back to their jobs. Here's the thing. If you work on Wall Street, you can't dip for 6 weeks and come back randomly. Unless you're using vacation time, paid time off, all that. You can't just dip when you want and come back when you want. But these two bozos who keep talking about other people's business is trying to tell Joe we could do it because we're friends. What? This is business, you bums. Think about what's going. Yo, listen, I get it. By the way, Joe don't fuck with these niggas. Not that they don't fuck with him, but like, clearly Joe realizes the podcast is him. They're peons. Facts. Okay. He is friends with him. This and third, but like you can tell, like, come on, these niggas is bums. These niggas is trying to smoothen everything that they have done. Like, yo, wait, no, we're friends though. You owe us no, you don't. Friendship and business don't mix. And he's learning it right here. The nigga went to college. If he wasn't fucking shimmying so fucking much, he would have probably learned a thing or two. But look how stupid he's coming off.
the understanding thing and
in the entitlement thing. What do you think I owe you, Rory?
oh, just as I'm not talking anything outside of friendship, and that comes down to
You couldn't think of nothing, nigga. Think about it. These bitch ass niggas couldn't say one real reason why they dipped. I feel like I feel like the French. Y'all stop working because friendship? Or y'all here to do business or y'all here to be friends? By the way, I didn't place in chronological order. Joe got at these niggas. You know why? Saying this? Because they were offended that Joe replaced them. Why didn't you come try to fix it with us before you replaced us? Wait, hold on. Let me do the math. So Joe is making millions from his podcast. They're not seeing millions. They're seeing like tens of thousands. It's cool. Joe's making millions from his podcast, but two niggas who are highly emotional. By the way, one niggas keep talking about the cloth. Nigga, you need a Kleenex to wipe your eyes. You emotional, nigga. The other nigga is talking about respect. You think he's Aretha Franklin. How the fuck are both you niggas trying to do business but only caring about feelings and shit like that? But I digress. Listen.
What do you owe
and
someone in
communication.
brain? I'm asking.
Respect and communication amongst each other.
I owe that to strangers in the street.
Talk to him, Joe.
Different level of it.
Not really.
Yeah, it is.
Not to me.
Talk to
Okay,
him.
that's,
You
I
owe
mean,
strangers
that's
in
you.
the street respect.
Yeah, small. I respect people in the street
you
as I go
don't-
about. That's
you
how I.
don't- no,
That's how I carry myself.
The same
That's
level
not
of
what- that's
respect.
not
That
what
is how I
asked
carry
you.
myself. Yes,
That's not what I asked you. I said, do you owe them that? A stranger. Do you owe a stranger respect?
I freely give it.
Do you owe a stranger respect?
No.
Joe done told these bum ass niggas, I respect a stranger more than I respect y'all. And by the way, here's the thing. These niggas are still, they're trying to get out of every situation saying we're friends. Joe is saying, I'm doing business. And every time Joe is basically making an argument that he's doing business, they keep saying friendship. It's the reason why friends and business can't mix. You're going to look at Joe as an asshole if you're looking at him saying, yo, those are your friends though. You're going to look at him like, nigga, you're right, when he says, if y'all just dip and I keep the business going on because I'm a businessman, what the fuck is, like, y'all deal with y'all feelings, I got to do business. That's right. But these niggas keep throwing in the friendship shit.
Okay, so then you can't say that. You're
But-
talking about friends.
But you don't.
You owe friends respect.
I don't believe that.
Yes, you do.
You don't believe that
I know
you owe
you-
your
I-
friends respect?
I don't believe
Listen,
that.
if it's one thing I've learned throughout this, I'm never gonna expect anybody to move how I move. So that's fine. If you don't feel that way, that's fine.
Maul,
I'm
the
just
word
telling you the
"owe"
way.
and Rory, the word "owe" speaks to entitlement, and I don't have entitlement even in my friendships.
You
I
owe-
am appreciative
You
of
owe-
my.
Hey,